today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio, May 26, 2025. Mercury and Uranus join forces in your solar house today, leading to interesting thoughts and communications. Today's energies and interactions spark new directions on a mental plane, and perhaps some exciting new ideas. Still, detaching or disengaging just a little can help you in surprising ways. Stepping back from a problem enables you to visualize solutions. Listen to your intuition as you devise new ways to pursue long-term happiness goals and novel methods or strategies. Unexpected contact or further information coming in can delight and surprise you. Collaborating or brainstorming can be particularly fruitful. This transit helps move you forward as an idea completes a plan or gets you to a conclusion or decision. Prepare for shocking news to manifest as if out of thin air today. As mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet of the mind and communication, dance across flower fields, he'll unite in exact conjunction with electric Uranus, who is in a particularly chaotic mood in your solar house of friendships and communities. Drama could be afoot in regards to a friend, acquaintance, or even an ex. Their actions may leave you flabbergasted, as if they are acting entirely out of character. Do your best to be a sensitive and calming force like you always are. Your ideals should lead the way for you now. Your mind is clear and strong, and you should easily be able to guide your team in a more positive direction. Many small steps can create shifts in course. Are you familiar with the phrase, beginner's luck? It is typical for you to grasp very quickly the point of a given exercise, but also to tire of it just as quickly. For instance, if you have been somewhat regular about diet and exercise, you will feel the effects almost immediately. However, that positive effect will also make you feel like it's okay to slacken your routine. Resist this tendency by incorporating more elements into your healthy regimen. Get to bed earlier and wake up earlier. Why not take some of that hard-earned money you strive so much for and put it into your home? With the essence of a vibration happening, you're apt to be more aware of this important nest, and this can make for an opportune time to add something great to it. Maybe you've thought of something simple like a plant or a new rug, or perhaps you've been thinking of some renovations. Whatever the case, make it happen today. The home is where you will see the fruits of your labor most. Today's stars might be sending mixed messages, but there is a need to make time to embrace both. While the moon is not only connecting with all 5 planets in your career sector as it moves through, but is also bringing Mars, in your income sector, into the loop, and this is a window into a major powering up of this professional year. There needs to be time for a sense of adventurous and spontaneity. When Saturn leaves your sector of adventure, travel, learning, and discovery tomorrow, he will leave it empty for the first time in 15 years, and he is asking that you don't take this lightly. When Saturn leaves an adventurous part of your chart tomorrow, he will not only leave it empty, but he will join the 5 planets already powering up this professional year. Helping to ensure life doesn't become all work and no play is the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, who will remain in your romantic sector. This will safeguard the spirit of romance while putting safeguards in place against life becoming too busy. Scorpio, transformation brews beneath the surface. Your quote of the day: what you release makes room for what matters. Your color of the day is wine red, intense and profound. Lucky numbers: 2, 9, 19. A personal truth may feel heavy, but sharing it brings light. Emotional release is a form of growth. Trust in what's changing even if it's uncomfortable. You're shedding old skin. Our eyes in the sky. Welcome to your tarot reading for May 26, 2025. Today carries a quiet strength, a kind of inner steadiness that asks us to slow down just enough to truly listen. Not just to what's happening around us, but to what's been whispering inside of us, patiently waiting to be heard. If you've been moving through life on autopilot lately, this reading invites you to pause, breathe deeply, and reconnect with the deeper current underneath your daily routines. There is something here today that wants to ground you, guide you, and gently remind you that your journey is unfolding exactly as it needs to. The cards drawn for today are the Hermit, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Star. We begin with the Hermit, a card that symbolizes introspection, wisdom, and the inner light we often overlook when the world gets noisy. This is the energy of taking a step back, not to withdraw or escape, but to realign. You may find yourself craving more solitude than usual today, or maybe you're feeling reflective, even nostalgic. That's okay. It's healthy. Sometimes the most powerful breakthroughs come in the quietest moments. Think of this like a personal retreat, even if it's just 10 minutes with a journal or a walk in nature. The Hermit reminds us that our own insight is often our greatest teacher, if we're willing to sit with it. Next, we have the Six of Pentacles, a card of generosity, balance, and mutual support. This could be a day where someone offers you help, practical, emotional, or even just a kind word that lands exactly where you need it. Or maybe you're the one who's in a position to give. Either way, this card is a reminder that we're all part of a greater cycle of giving and receiving. If you've ever felt like you had to do everything on your own, let this be your encouragement to reach out, to ask for what you need, or to allow someone in. There is strength in vulnerability, and beauty in reciprocity. Then comes the Queen of Swords, bringing clarity, directness, and intellectual power. This queen doesn't sugarcoat the truth, but she speaks it with integrity and fairness. Today is a good time to get honest with yourself and with others. If you've been overthinking or second-guessing something, this card gives you the green light to cut through the noise. Say what needs to be said, but say it with grace. And if you're making a decision, especially one you've been avoiding, the Queen of Swords urges you to lead with both wisdom and heart. Trust your ability to discern. You're more perceptive than you give yourself credit for. We then move into the emotional waters of the Ace of Cups, a card of new beginnings in the heart space. Whether it's love, self-love, healing, or even a creative spark that brings you joy, the Ace of Cups opens the door to something tender and full of possibility. You might receive a message that warms your heart, feel a wave of inspiration, or have an unexpectedly emotional moment that reminds you of what truly matters. Let yourself feel it. Let your heart open without bracing for disappointment. Love in all its forms is trying to make its way in. And finally, we close with the Star, one of the most beautiful and reassuring cards in the deck. The Star speaks of hope, healing, and divine timing. If you've been feeling tired, disheartened, or uncertain about what's next, this is your cosmic reminder to keep going. There is light ahead even if you can't see the full path yet. The Star asks you to believe in your own magic, to trust that your dreams are not foolish, and to recognize that your presence alone has the power to inspire others. There is something about your story, your strength, your survival, that radiates outward. Never underestimate that. When we weave all of these cards together, a clear message emerges. Today is about honoring your inner world, finding balance in your connections, speaking your truth, opening your heart, and holding on to hope. It's a deeply human reading, one that speaks to all the layers of who we are. The thinker and the feeler. The giver and the receiver. The one who's healing, and the one who still dares to hope. So here's something to reflect on. Where in your life do you need space to hear your own voice again? Who or what helps you return to yourself when you feel scattered? And what would it look like to lead with your heart today? Even just a little. I'd love to know which card stood out to you most in this reading. Have you been embracing solitude, seeking connection, speaking a truth, or stepping into a new chapter emotionally? Drop your thoughts, feelings, or even a small win from your day in the comments. Your words might resonate with someone else who's quietly navigating something similar. You're doing better than you think. You are growing in unseen ways. Keep choosing yourself. Keep choosing presence. And most of all, keep believing that even now, especially now, you are exactly where you're meant to be,